World Cup qualifiers are here. We've been working pretty well with the group that is here locally. The hope was that we were trying to have a camp, this January, so we'd have a couple games, but unfortunately that didn't come off. So we had to make some improvisations, and this morning we had a little scrimmage with the under-20 women, which went pretty well. So far with the guys that are here, or the ladies that are here, sorry, we've been working pretty well, and we're just waiting till the camp before the qualifier to get everybody else in.
But more specifically, how you felt your players did today in the little scrimmage this morning?
I honestly believe that these type of scrimmages is always a test in some regard. The test of the players to carry out whatever specific tasks that we set out for them to do. I think we got it. Coming probably 15 minutes into the first third, but more than enough. I'm trying to see us control games, be able to control the possession of the game and the tempo of the games, which I thought that we got better at. This morning we all know that the sun is pretty hot, so the tempo of the game varied at times, but I'm satisfied with what I saw this morning from this group.
Did we see the core of your players here today? How many players are to come still for the tournament?
Well, unfortunately for this squad, 95% of the squad I would think is out of the country. Most of the guys that are here have been working well, and we continue to ask them to work well, because it is important that we help grow our base here in Trinidad. Notwithstanding the fact that, of course, if not all, most of them can make it into the squad. When you have players that are obviously of professional caliber outside and have been constantly playing in the college seasons and whatnot, of course, you're going to have a look. So determining the final team for the qualifiers, we'll have to do that very shortly. But I'm happy with the overall group.
The government, Kenwyne, has implemented a safe zone return to play policy, so people expect leagues to start back, local leagues. How you hoping this will benefit local women's football?
Well, first of all, that is not my job to worry about the leagues and such. I think that for as long as we have been in this health protocol stage, not being able to play, I am very hopeful that the associations, the leagues have been doing their work for the last 2 years to be able to return to play as it stands. For the women's game, for all our games, I think it is important that we are able to come back out and play football, because we need to get people back playing. We can't afford to have, yes, you have national programs going on, but the core of the work is done, within clubs and the schools and that type of thing. When you get to the national level, it's just basically, you're supposed to be tactical, going out into games. But I think for quite some time we've had a problem where, when players come to the national level, you have to do development, and that is something that is, you always have to do some type of development, don't get me wrong, but the ratio of development that you have to do, it's a bit too much. So we need to get not only leagues and such playing again, but I think we need to have a reformat of how much football that we play at these levels, because we have to respect sport and what is needed for sport in order for the development of players and teams going forward. We can't continue to do the tournament styles type of leagues that we've been doing, because obviously that is a short space of time, short moment for whatever sport, and then you go away and it's a lull in everything. We all know that you need your 10,000 hours to become a professional, so we have to find a way to be able to lengthen the amount of games that we play, and also to help with the development of the athletes, players, as you would have it.
Are there any friendlies in the horizon?
Well, like I said before, we wanted to have a camp this January and we couldn't, but now it's too close to the camp for the qualifiers, so we should be getting into camp at the beginning of the international window on the 12th to prepare for that game on the 17th.
Based on social media posts, we had a few departures recently, one being Maylee Attin-Johnson, apparently, the other being Charlie Mitchell. You can clarify what's happening there?
Well, I will start with the assistant Charlie Mitchell. He has taken up an opportunity to become the head coach of Sheffield United's under 23 and the head of another department. He has been a terrific asset to us here in Trinidad and Tobago. Unfortunately, you know, I guess his contractual situation didn't give him more of permanence, and you know, he decided to take on this opportunity. It is unfortunate for us, but we are working very quickly to fill the gaps, and that will be done pretty soon. In the terms of Maylee, you know, she has been a fantastic servant for Trinidad and Tobago. She should be rewarded, honored in that regard. She has done a lot for the women's game, and you know, I personally do wish her well. Hopefully she can, you know, reintegrate herself in some capacity in the future. But as for now, you know, the program is going in a different direction.
Well, out of the 4 practice games we played, she played in 3 of them. So it's a surprise that she leaves before the tournament now. Whose decision was it?
Well, it was a coaching decision. And it is in my remit and our remit to be able to make decisions what is best for the program. Like I said, she has been a fantastic servant, and we do respect that, but we also have to think about the entire program, not only where we are today and where we're going to be next week, but also for the next 10 years. So, you know, like I say, we do thank her for her will, her commitment, but at this point in time we are going to go.
So you describe it as a tactical decision then?
So again, we do thank her for her commitment, for her drive and what she has done for women's football, but at this point in time we have made a decision that we are going in a different direction.
And what about Kennya Cordner? Will she be part of the team going into the tournament?
Well, apparently she has stated such. Nothing was done to Miss Cordner. Again, we do wish her well and hope that, you know, that she has all success in the future. But we have to continue. Again, this is Trinidad and Tobago's national team. We are going to continue to work for and to work hard to represent Trinidad and Tobago's national team. And there's an opportunity for us to find gems and develop gems for the future. So again, even with her, we wish her well as well. She has been a fantastic servant. And you know, maybe in the future, she should be honored by the association as well, because we do have to respect our players, our athletes in that manner. And hopefully as well for her, she can, you know, find a way to be able to reintegrate and give herself, you know, back to Trinidad and Tobago's football in some capacity.
Do we have any further questions, closing questions for Kenwyne?
Yeah, I saw that we used a pretty small core in the 4 practice games so far, you know, having to do it out 2 players from in that core now. Are there any, in retrospect, any regrets or so in terms of...
Absolutely not. At the end of the day, you have to be able to have a squad in order to qualify for tournaments. It is not going to be, you know, 1 player or 10 players only. So it gives the opportunity, like I said again, for other players to come to the fore, to be the future of Trinidad and Tobago's football. At the end of the day, I do think that a lot of things, you know, when I came on board, I think needed to change. I took some time, did some analysis, and then, you know, hopefully going forward, not only for today and for the World Cup qualification process, the program of women's football and how we continue to build and recycle and regurgitate talent, that in itself we have to think about. I think for far too long we have never thought about succession planning and how we are going to continue to develop talent and bring in or introduce the younger talent. That is something that we have to do. I understand that Trinidad and Tobago wants some sort of glory, some sort of result today, and things that would make any situation that we think we have now better. But we have to do better as a country, as a coaching corps, as the family of football, to think how are we going to develop to be in the best place in the future.
Could you point out just what you think as the strengths of your team going into this competition in terms of defense, attack, midfield, wide play?
Well, the strength of our team is going to be our team play. You know, yes, we might have individuals that will be able to make some sort of magic and get us a result. Or I mean, in games you have a goalkeeper at some point in time making a save, or a defender making a tackle, a midfielder, you know, making a final pass, or a striker scoring a goal. These are moments that you have in the game, but at the end of the day, it's going to be our overall team play, how we work as a team in offense, in defense, in transition. That will determine how well we do and how we go forward.
Just a reminder, everyone, for more episodes with Shaka Hislop, be sure to head over to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, interviews, and content.